This is a demo on the work done on a CloudButton SLA so far. The SLA is made up by different agreements. An agreement is signed between a provider and a client, and it has a creation and expiration date, and it has to be on a started state. An agreement is made up by different warranties. All the warranties has to be fulfilled. If any of the warranties will be break, then a violation will be raised by the system, and the other systems can be informed. Warranties are defined in base of metrics. We are developing our CloudButton SLA from the testbed of the project. The testbed of the project is a Kubernetes cluster. We can see that in our cluster, Knative is being installed. Knative eventing, serving, and also the monitoring. We will use Knative monitoring Prometheus to collect the metrics that will make up the agreements of the SLA. These Prometheus metrics are being grouped in different Grafana boards. From here, we access 154.48.185.2. That is one of the nodes of our cluster. And this is the Prometheus access to the different metrics collected by the Knative monitoring. Also, with the Knative monitoring, different dashboards from Knative are installed in order to supervise Knative processes. As you can see, now we don't have any metrics produced as we don't have any process running. To run this process, we are going to use the Metaspace use case. We have a Metaspace pipeline annotation pipeline installed on our node 2 of the testbed. We will run the Jupyter notebook to have access to the different experiments and run them. First, let's start our SLA. The adapter that is used is the Prometheus, as we said, and all the violation will be notified on a rabbit queue. So far, there is no any agreement that is in place in the SLA. So first step is to set up the agreement. For this, we will use our API REST. And now we can see how the agreement starts being evaluated. The agreement is just identifying when any of the reconciler metrics are being greater than 10. So far, they have no metrics, so all the values are 0 and no violation is being raised. Let's start running our experiment. For this example, we are using the compute backend Knative, the Knative from our cluster, and the IBM host storage. We will see immediately how the Grafana is going to show some metrics. The agreement is based on this reconciler metric. So let's have a close look to this one. We can see that here some of the values have raised a value bigger than 10. So if we go back to the SLA, we can see that some violations have been published on the queue named CloudButton. Let's have a look at this queue. And yes, we can see that The violation of the guarantee reconciler less than 10 has been produced in the date of today. We can see how it continues raising new violations until the experiment will end.